sense of smell. A smell can bring on a flood of memories, influence people's mood, and even affect their work performance. Because the olfactory bulb is part of the brain's limbic system, ang area is closely associated with memory and feelings and sometimes linked to emotional brain. Smell can call up memories and powerful responses almost instantaneously. The olfactory bulb has intimate access to the amygdala, which processes emotion, and the hippocampus, which is responsible for associating meaning. When you first smell a new scent, you link it to an event, a person, a thing, or even a moment. It's something that is too small to see with your eyeball alone. It is even too small to be seen with a microscope. What you smell are tiny things called odor particles. Millions of them are floating around, waiting to be sniffed by your nose. Our bodies produce pheromones, natural chemical scents that help us communicate with others that are nearby. Yes, communicate. Before the days of perfume, deodorant, soap, and anything that covers our natural body odor, besides a simple task of taking showers constantly, our pheromones were a huge part of how we communicated with one another. Pheromones signal sexual desire, fertility, hormone levels, and even deep emotions. They even create our first and most important bond, the bond between a mother and a newborn child. As soon as a child is born, the scent he or she smells from the first moment of breastfeeding helps them indicate who their mother is. Just like a mother will get the first whiff of their baby's scent, and from then on will always be mentally and emotionally linked to their child just by the scent alone.
Psychological stage. There have been many attempts to classify all possible odors. The best known classification is by Henning. Hans Henning was a German psychologist who published details of Henning's odor system in 1916. Hans Henning classified odors into by 6 primary odors, the dimension of his small prism. He suggested that any olfactory stimulus could occupy a position in 3-dimensional space: flower, foul, fruity, spicy, burnt, resinous, putrid. At Good afternoon, viewers. Reporting from around the world, all function, the sense of smell. The sense of smell from the evolutionary viewpoint. The sense of smell is one of the most primitive and most important of the senses. The sense organ for smell has a prominence in the head appropriate to guide behavior.
In the past, the sense of smell has been a great mystery to many scientists. How does the human body distinguish between the aroma of cookies baking and perhaps the more dangerous smell of something burning? It is questions like this that have driven scientists to uncover the cause of such odors: airborne molecules. As we sniff to distinguish a particular odor, molecules emitting from the substance travel through the air. The size of the molecule affects how far the odor can travel. The lightest molecule will travel the farthest. Scientists refer to this occurrence as volatility. Once the molecules enter the nose, they travel into a small patch of tissue called the olfactory membrane. The olfactory membrane is very small and located at the top of the nasal cavity. The membrane is made up of yellow-gray tissue and covered with a thick mucus. Within the membrane are many receptor cells, which are considered to be extensions of the brain itself. It has been theorized that each receptor cell is sensitive to the dimensions of a particular molecule. Once the correct molecule has been attached to the matching receptor cell, a nerve impulse is created. The nerve impulse will continue to the brain through a thin bone in the forehead called the cribriform plate. Beyond this plate lies the olfactory bulbs, where the nerve impulse will make its first junction with the brain. In the olfactory bulb are many structures called glomeruli. The primary function of these structures is to distribute the converging nerve impulses to the brain in an orderly fashion. In the brain, the impulses are scattered to different areas, where they are decoded and odors perceived. Scientists have determined that the human brain can identify between thousands of different odors. Thus, it is safe to say that the sense of smell is one of the most remarkable assets of the human body.